Yesterday, Theresa May suffered another embarrassing defeat at the hands of hardline eurosceptics, who have thrown her attempts to unite the Conservatives around a renegotiated Brexit deal into fresh chaos. The Prime Minister's main motion, asking Parliament to support her in going back to the EU to seek renegotiations on the backstop, was voted down by a majority of 45. Around 30 members of the European Research Group, a group of hardline Tory Brexiteers, including the likes of Jacob Rees-Mogg, decided to abstain from the vote. The defeat effectively strips Mrs May of her political mandate to demand changes to the deal in Brussels. However, the rifts we see in Westminster today over Britain's relationship with the bloc have been a key feature in the House of Commons for decades. In 1975, it was the Labour government who faced a real crisis over the UK's relationship with Brussels. Prime Minister Harold Wilson had come back from Brussels with what he claimed was a better deal for the UK and subsequently called for a referendum on membership of what was then the EEC, the precursor to the EU. Mr. Wilson was leading the Yes campaign while under the charismatic leadership of Tony Benn, who believed the bloc would constrain popular sovereignty. Labour's left was campaigning for the No campaign. Britain voted by a margin of 2-1 to stay in the European Economic Community in 1975. Image Getty. Theresa May suffered another embarrassing defeat at the hands of hardline eurosceptics. Image Getty. According to 2018 book Clean Brexit, Why Leaving the EU Still Makes Sense by authors and economists Liam Halligan and Gerard Lyons, the outcome of the 1975 referendum came as no surprise, but only because the British public did not know what they were actually voting for. The authors explained. Wilson's government made strenuous efforts during the campaign to keep the debate focused on the economic advantages of staying in and away from seemingly arcane constitutional issues. Some leading political figures, such as then Secretary of State for Industry Tony Benn, who helped convince Wilson to hold the EEC referendum in the first place, emphasized sovereignty. Continuing membership of the community would mean the end of Britain as a completely self-governing nation and the end of our democratically elected parliament as the UK's supreme lawmaking body, Benn wrote in his famous pre-referendum letter to his Bristol constituents. Tony Benn believed the bloc would constrain popular sovereignty. Image Getty. His warnings were largely ignored. The authors noted that even the question posed on the 1975 ballot paper, "Do you think the United Kingdom should stay in the European Economic Community, the common market?" seemed designed to focus attention on the economic aspects of EEC membership. They added, faced with an apparent choice between British decline and European prosperity, and with practically every national newspaper supporting Yes, 67% of voters backed remaining in the EEC. Over the 4 decades since the 1975 referendum, being in Europe has clearly come to mean a lot more than the common market. The British electorate voted to join